Joe Biden was awarded the state of Pennsylvania. Do you believe Joe Biden won in 2020 in Pennsylvania?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
And let me explain how.
I'll let you explain it, but I want to just make sure we go sequentially.
David Snakeman, yes, I said Snakeman, gets destroyed on his own show once again because it's a new year and the gifts just keep on giving. It's a fun one, guys. He is debating this guy named Bobby Pittin, I believe. Never seen him before, but he knows his numbers, he knows the stats, and he doesn't allow David Snakeman to weasel and snake his way around the truth. By the way, comment David Snakeman for the algorithm and we'll get straight into today's video.
Who's the current president of the United States?
Who's the current president? Well, I guess it's a funny question.
Is it really?
Yeah, I do think we live in a very interesting time where there's forces beyond our visibility that
like supernatural.
Not supernatural.
Oh.
There's a group of extremely wealthy, beyond wealthy, like uber wealthy individuals, not just in the United States but globally.
Okay.
That call the shots on both,
aka globalists,
parties, not just one party.
Okay.
And so it's almost as though there's a bunch of horse trading taking place behind the scenes. And so, from that perspective, I do believe the will of the American people was ignored in 2020, and the person that's in there is the person that these globalists put in, and that's I what I would tell you is I have overwhelming proof. I'll actually be releasing proof about Illinois tomorrow. General Flynn will be in town. I have a fundraiser for my campaign. Ann Vandersteel, Doug Billings, Jovan Pulitzer, Liz Harris from Arizona, Edward Solomon, who's done mathematical work on proving that our elections across the aisle, folks, the uniparty is very real, and frankly, it's undermining you and me.
Okay, so Bobby, that's a lot. So let's take it piece by piece.
Sure.
Who are the ridiculous that you're talking about?
Well, there's a corporate class.
Okay.
A global corporate class that exists that considers themselves to have more rights than any individuals within any nation state.
Who are they?
CEOs of major global corporations.
But can you name some specific people?
So, like, for example, think of BlackRock. BlackRock controls $9 trillion of assets through their structure. He's been in control for over 30 years.
Okay. Who else?
That's one. Bill Gates is one who parlayed his fortune in Microsoft into other areas.
Okay.
What's funny here, guys, is David Snakeman dumb, or is he very well aware and being willfully ignorant? He knows exactly what his guest is talking about, exactly who these billionaire players are, but he's playing stupid. That's why we call him David Snakeman, guys. Come on.
You can argue that Elon Musk is one who's kind of like leaning from left back to right, possibly right for the first time in his life.
Okay.
That's another one. Michael Eisner of Disney used to be one before he retired. There's always this legacy wealth that we all know exists, like the Rockefellers, the DuPonts, for example. The DuPont family backed the individual running for U.S. Senate in Pennsylvania. There's like 4,000 DuPonts. And,
okay.
And so it's not like one boogeyman.
I got it. It's a bunch of people. Okay. And so do you trust the results from Pennsylvania from earlier this week, where this right-wing guy who believes the election was stolen in 2020, Doug Mastriano, he won on Tuesday? Do you trust those results or do you question them?
I think that that the results are what's the word I would use is they're probably manufactured to some degree. Yes. So I think it's across party lines.
I'm honestly surprised that David Snakeman would allow this guest on his own show. Truthfully so. By the way, if you enjoy videos like this, make sure you subscribe and like today's video, comment, because the YouTube overlords hate channels like mine that speak the simple truth. They're trying to silence women. I would say yes, amazing, based, but not when the only women like me are speaking the truth. So not cool.
So Doug didn't really win.
Well, first of all, here's my question: is if we were playing a board game, you and I and two other people, and somehow we knew that there was some stuff flawed with the way the game was set up.
Okay.
And we were playing, and one of us ended up winning, right? But we knew that it was flawed massively. Would it really feel like a win?
Okay, but I'm asking a different question, and I love this because we're really getting down to brass tacks here. In the November 2020 election, Joe Biden was awarded the state of Pennsylvania. Do you believe Joe Biden won in 2020 in Pennsylvania?
Pay attention. Pay attention.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
And let me explain how.
I'll let you explain it, but I want to just make sure we go sequentially. 2 days ago, Doug Mastriano won in Pennsylvania's gubernatorial primary. Do you believe he actually won?
I think that I have not looked at the data to make that assessment.
Oh.
So I looked at
David Snakeman's like, gotcha.
the data with regards to 2020. I actually broke out all 67 counties of the state of Pennsylvania, and I showed how they had destroyed entire last names of voters from both Republican and the Democratic side to create the outcome that they wanted mathematically. And it showed up in the voter registration files in the final result. They literally destroyed 695,000 individuals' names that didn't vote the way their algorithm wanted. And it's a brilliant way to hide their crime.
Why didn't a single court accept this?
Well, first of all, a couple things. Number one, that information was provided to the Georgia State Senate. Okay.
Wait, hold on. You're talking about Pennsylvania, but now you're talking about Georgia?
Because I released those results. I testified before the Georgia State Senate.
With the Pennsylvania results?
Because those votes were shifted to Georgia.
They shifted votes from Pennsylvania to Georgia.
To Georgia, like a stock portfolio algorithm.
And who did it? People in Pennsylvania or people in Georgia?
Somebody, whoever has the power to control the voter registration files and the voting system of those two states did it.
Listen, guys, the idea that David Snakeman is playing the fool and he has no idea what this guest is talking about is laughable. He's lying to his audience, he's lying to you, and of course my audience is way too smart to fall for the BS. It's 2025, and in 2020 and 2024, what? We can change the gender of people, but we cannot simply count ballots? All of a sudden? Yeah, I'm not buying it, and neither are you. If you made it to the end of the video, make sure you comment an orange heart to help boost it in the algorithm. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.